Hello there, everybody. My name is Gatathi, and I guess this is another one of those rant sort of videos that I made. For those who recall, I think it was like a few weeks ago, I made a video uh, just talking about like how people should behave in stream chats, how people should, talk when it comes to like talking to content creators and being a fan of the channel. But I really enjoyed making the video itself, minimally edited, me saying whatever's on my mind, and that's pretty much what this is going to be as well, now with the added of background music. But this one's mainly focused to those content creators out there, or those people who are looking to be content creators, because I've been seeing on Twitter, I've been seeing on other people's streams, I've been seeing on Discord chats and people messaging me, just overall negativity when it comes to content creation and just keeping their channel going or even starting a channel. And I feel like a lot of content creators who are at least out there nowadays, at least quite a few of the ones that I know at least, I feel like have lost their way. So let me explain. When it comes to content creation, at least this is my own opinion, please don't take it as a mere fact, this is just purely my own opinion. I fully believe that when you're creating content, especially when it comes to gaming, it should be some games that, or at least pretty much all games, that you personally have fun with. Whether it be, a game that you grew up with when you were younger, it's a game that's out currently that you're really enjoying, or maybe a game that, you remember good times with your friends playing. We all have those different games, right? For me personally, Persona 5, I really love the game. 428 Shibuya Scramble, and then currently like you have Ninjala as well. In the past, I played Splatoon 2 as well and had a lot of fun. In the past, of course, and same with like Smash Bros. Not so much currently, but in the past I had a lot of fun with those. But there's some people out there, some content creators rather, who I feel like they've lost the idea that you should play games to have fun. Not to get clout, not to get that insane growth, not to make YouTube your full-time job. Plot twist for a lot of you, you should never really have YouTube being your full-time job or having that as a main goal for a long term. The reason I say that is that it's very hard to grow on YouTube. It's very hard to get an audience to watch you repeatedly over and over, and it's even harder to just make money off the platform. For some people, yeah, it happens overnight. They get that like one-hit wonder and their channel skyrockets, and good for them. Honestly, good for them. But there's others who they could be streaming for 3 years, 4 years, making videos, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years down the line, and still only have maybe a few hundred, maybe a few thousand subscribers. And if you're actively trying to make a living off of that and trying to essentially pay your bills with that, for most people that's not going to work. Now, yes, there's dream, like my personal dream, I'd love to work for doing the content creation full time. It's something I really enjoy. I love connecting with my community, I love playing the games, and I just love having a good time and making all this content for everybody. But it's not my main driving force. I don't do YouTube just to get popular, just to play the popular games that are gonna get me all the views. Yeah, I need to have 1,000 views minimum, right? No. I play games to have fun. I stream to have fun. If that goal or dream happens in the future, awesome. That would be awesome. Not gonna lie, I'd be down with that. But I have to be a realist. And I think a lot of content creators need to have that reality check that they need to, at the end of the day, make sure they're creating content that gives a smile on their face and not just their community's faces. I've seen people who they've played single player games. They've mainly multiplayer because, let's be real, multiplayer games and playing with the viewers is what gets you all the views and gets you all the subs, right? Mainly because viewers just want to be on a stream to be like, I was on that stream, look at me, I was on a stream. Cool for them, but, you also have those viewers that only target you in multiplayer and make it not fun for the creator. But, oh, it's getting you those views. Gotta keep up with it, right? But there's some people who have played multiplayer stuff and they do legitimately enjoy it, even though they hate the fact of what I just mentioned. They try single player games and give up on single player games because, oh, it didn't hit the quota. Can't have that. And they're not even full time. It's just, oh, it did like 100 views and I normally get 10,000. Can't have that. It's like, no, if you had fun with the game, which majority of the time they do, you should keep playing it. What I always tell new content creators, and what I always tell my friends who that I've made here on the platform, is to play the games that you enjoy, not what anybody else enjoys. You know, I've had people ask me about playing Fortnite. I've had people ask me playing about Minecraft, and I'm just not interested in those games because I don't find those games fun for me personally. Sure, they'll get me a ton of views, but at the end of the day, you should have fun with what you're doing. You should truly, truly have fun with the games that you play. You shouldn't have to adhere, unless it is your livelihood. If, like, absolutely YouTube is your livelihood and you need to make a paycheck to paycheck through YouTube AdSense and donations and such, then sure, play the games that get you the most clout because, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in the world. I completely understand that. But a lot of people out there are smaller content creators that get confused when it comes to money, when it comes to getting paid on YouTube. You don't get paid that much, especially as a small content creator. And heck, even if you get a lot bigger, you just got to be very conscious of the fact. There's some people who can do it, some people really can't. Most people really can't deal with all that money. And really, when I say all that money, it's really not that much, unless you're really smart about it. But I've been seeing so many content creators and seeing so many friends just lose steam on YouTube. And, you know, I'd like to say that it's losing steam because, you know, oh, you know, it's mental stuff, you know, I just to go through some tough time, depression, anxiety. I get that. For those of you who are going through that, who are content creators, please take all the time you need. Please take all the time to feel better and to come back to the platform whenever you feel ready, if you ever feel ready, with just a good head on your shoulders. Please, if you're going through that, seek the appropriate avenues, feel better, and if you do come back to us, please come back to us in a more positive manner. We'll be able to accept you. Well, we're always going to accept you in open arms, obviously. But there are some people out there, and of course, I never name names when it comes to these streams, or these videos, rather, but there's people out there who, you know, oh, I'm not getting as many views. Oh, my subscriber growth was 100 and not 500. Oh, this game that I used to play a ton used to do really well and now it doesn't. I'm gonna stop streaming for a little bit because of lack of numbers. Why? And it's not people that are getting paid and that have YouTube as a full-time thing. These are smaller content creators that are openly stating, hey, I'm not getting the views. This might be my favorite game of all time, but I'm not getting the views, so I'm not going to play it. That's stupid. This is a call out to those content creators. That's stupid. Play the games that you want to have fun with. Play the games that, you know, maybe you played from your childhood, that sure, maybe 3 or 4 people would watch. So what? Those people, those viewers, fans of yours, even people who randomly come across the stream, remember this. Any content creator, any viewer, fan, subscriber, anybody, remember this, what I'm about to say right now. Even if you have one person, or you are that one person on the stream, if you are the one person on somebody's stream, that means your time that, you know, you could be spending working or anything, you're dedicating that to the content creator you're watching. And that time is valuable. And you're dedicating your valuable time to a content creator, that content creator honestly should feel very blessed and very, very happy that you, yes, you decided to watch. For those of you watching this video right now, regardless if it's one person, 10 people, 100, 1,000, million, whatever, anybody who watches this video, I appreciate you because you are taking time out of your day to listen to me talk about this subject, something near and dear to my heart. And I appreciate you, and other content creators really should appreciate their audience more. They truly, truly do. Because, yeah, subscribers are an arbitrary number here on the platform. But it's those connections that you make with your fans, the connections that you make with your audience, that they're dedicating their time to watching you. They could be playing games on their own, they could be spending time with family, but they decided to watch your content. They don't care if it's a game that you're not, they've never seen before. Hell, I played 428 Shibuya Scramble on my channel, a game that is pretty unknown outside of Japan, and is one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game of all time now. And the people who watched it remember having fun, and remember the good memories we made in chat. And I appreciated them for even just checking it out, you know? And then even when I played Splatoon, even when I wasn't having fun, I still appreciated the fact that people came to the stream to watch me rage. Sure, I was raging and not having fun, but I still appreciated that they even showed up to lend support. And even when I made this decision that I'm not going to play Splatoon 2 anymore, the fact that people still, check out my other streams and bide the time, like, I appreciate every single one of my viewers in the communities, my subscribers, every single person who shows up to a stream, even if it's a lurker, even if it's somebody who just pops in for 5 seconds, those 5 seconds are valuable. Believe it or not, time is incredibly valuable because you cannot get time back. You truly cannot get time back. We are always progressing forward in time. So for content creators to only stream stuff that they're not having fun with, not appreciating their communities, and they think that because they're not getting views that they should just stop and only play the popular stuff, what about those, say, 100 people who just, or 100 views, maybe you say 80 unique views on that one game that you played that's a little, off kilter from what you usually play? Are you saying that those 80 unique viewers don't matter to you? Are you saying that, oh, I had a lot of fun with this game, but it didn't make the views? You're pretty much just saying you don't care about those viewers. They had a blast, maybe. Maybe most of them had a blast. Some of them maybe didn't, and that's okay. But most of them more than likely had a blast with what you played. And you deciding to just stop that, even if somebody was looking forward to it, even if one person is looking forward to you streaming that game, you should keep playing it. Because, sure, there's the whole idea of making it more positive for the masses rather than the few. But let's say it's a game that you really freaking enjoy. You should play that game, even if it's for that one person. You're lighting up that one person's day. And I know for a lot of people, it's not just one person. There are tens, hundreds of people who usually tune into some content creator streams, even smaller. They'll watch. And if you're focused on the fact that 10 people are at your stream and it's, not performing well, then screw you. Honestly, screw you. Because you're telling those viewers, those people who subscribe to your channel, or even who are passing by, that you don't care what they think. You don't care that they're enjoying the stream that you are creating, the content that you're creating. You're just treating them as a number in the grand scheme of things. You're treating them as money to you. And if this is your livelihood and this is something that, you have to do in order to pay your bills, pay rent and such, I'll be a little easier on you because you got to do what you got to do to get a paycheck at the end of the day. I understand that. Especially with times now, at the time of this video, I understand that. But for those content creators who are smaller, around my size, even slightly larger, heck, probably majority that are under 50,000 to throw out an arbitrary number. If you're stopping streaming a game because it's not performing well, but you still had a big positive reception for the people that were there, like I said, you're just telling those viewers to screw off. That's not fair to them. They just spent all their time that they could be doing something else, enjoying your stream. So please, content creators out there, Whether you have 10 subs, 1 sub, 100 subs, 1,000 subs, 10,000 subs, 100,000 subs. Heck, if somebody with 1,000,000 subs is watching, treat your community with respect. Treat the games that you're playing, even if they might not be performing well. If you're having fun with it, keep at it. Because as long as you have fun playing the games that you personally enjoy, not the games that will get you all the views, but you personally enjoy, people will come. People will find you. And if you're positive and having a great time playing a game that you really, really enjoy, they'll stay. Because there's this whole argument that people only watch people for the game. And I think that's a common misconception on YouTube. If people are watching you just for the game, it's because you're looking for that clout and you're looking for that growth just by playing the games that will get you popular. And I hate to tell you this, but that means they're not there for you. They're just there for the game you're playing. They could care less who's streaming it. I learned that the hard way with Splatoon 2. I'll be real. They didn't give a crap about what I was doing or who I was. As long as they can do a private battle with me, as long as they can join in the game, that's all that mattered to them. I appreciate them regardless. Even if they don't care about me, I still care about them. I always care about all my viewers. I care about my community deeply, even if they're not there for me. But for those of you who are out there making content and you're just trying to get popular and you're just trying to get those views, I hope you feel alright that the fact that your community is not there for you. Some probably are, and that's cool. But most are just there for the game. Play the stuff that you enjoy. Play the things that will help you mentally feel better. If there's a game from your childhood that you really enjoy and you're a content creator, start streaming it. Honestly, start streaming it. People will check it out and be like, this seems interesting. They may have never heard of it, but they'll be like, this is interesting, I wonder what it's like. And you'll know who's there for you. And, you know, even if they're not interested, even the people who check out for a few seconds appreciate the time that they put in to just checking out your stream. Once again, to all the content creators out there, this is just, you know, me ranting, I understand. Not scripted, not edited. This is just me speaking my honest mind and my honest feelings. All you smaller content creators out there, and even some of the larger ones, please appreciate your communities. Please play the games that you personally enjoy. Don't worry about the growth. Don't worry about the clout. Don't risk your mental health purely because you want that growth and you want those arbitrary numbers. At the end of the day, you should care about yourself and appreciate the community that you have. And appreciate every single person who shows up to those streams, whether it's for a second or a few hours. Appreciate them and have fun, because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of content creators forget that this is supposed to be something that we do for fun. And for those who do this for money and are able to get a paycheck, kudos to you. But don't lose your way, because it's very easy to get burned out because you're playing the same games that you don't enjoy. Make sure you're playing stuff that you enjoy and stick with it. Truly, truly stick with it. And also, content creators, just something I recommend, I want to see content creators doing. I've done a lot of my streams. I always do it in my streams usually. I think you guys should too. Say hi to every single one of your viewers, regardless of how many there are. Say hello to them and tell them. Tell them directly, hey, I appreciate you. You're only here for 5 minutes? I appreciate you for showing up for 5 minutes. You're only here for like a few seconds popping by to say hi? I appreciate that you thought about me and wanted to say hi and like the video and the stream. You can stay here for a few hours. I appreciate that you could be working or doing homework or something. You may not be that good at multitasking, but you just want to watch just to feel better. I appreciate you for watching, for the few hours that you're here. And likewise, for those who are watching this video right now, content creator, fan of mine, a random viewer who found me on a recommended, which would be crazy, but whatever, I don't care about being on recommended. I care about you. I care about you watching this video right now, regardless of who you are. Thank you for spending the time to listen to me rant. Thank you for spending the time to check out my video. If this is the only thing you watch from me, I appreciate you regardless. Because you spent, what, 20 plus minutes watching me talk? I appreciate you. I appreciate every single person. Everybody in my community, the friends that I have, and even the ones who backstab me and don't give a crap about me anymore. I appreciate every single one of you. I truly, truly do. And I hope you other content creators out there listening to this, I hope you will start learning to appreciate your communities. Because, let's be real, most of you don't even know how lucky you are to have the communities you do. I know I'm lucky to have the ones that I do. I really am truly lucky. Say thank you to your community. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, truly.